lead. It's game one for both teams, Clark. Season is over, and this new season is underway.
Yeah, and you can kind of feel that both teams, BA, are a little bit anxious and nervous, but an exciting kind of nervousness. So let the season begin. I'm glad we're starting.
So the Hornets starting five. Bridges and Williams, the combo up front. Stephen Curry is out there with James Harden, and it's Wagner in at the small forward position. Now here's Harden. Pass to Curry. The three. That one doesn't drop. And here's New York now. Miller outside. Now here's O'Neal. Oh, stolen by Harden. To the inside. Tipped. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Harden's got the ball here for Charlotte. It's a three-point game. Outside Curry. Over Wall. Curry, no good. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Wall, the pass to George. Off the mark there with a three.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Pass to Curry. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Clock at 6. Harden from outside. Miller pulls it in.
They're a little slow out of the gates. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
Wagner with a steal. On the wing, Harden. Here's Mirasan. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Mirasan's got his second basket.
Well, you got to remember now, Harden, as good a scorer as he is not just a scorer. He's a shrewd dime dropper, too.
George outside. Screen by O'Neal. George against Harden. Here's Miller. Drills it from deep.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Now here's Wall. George for three. The rebound by Embiid. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Curry. Pass to Embiid. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Now here's Wall. Off target from three-point range. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Alex.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Alex. For three, George buries it from three. George has got 6.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
Ball against Curry. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
You love guys who can adapt to the situation. Nice reverse lay-in, avoiding the block shot.
Miller outside. Howard with a screen on Wagner. Pass to Wall. Lets the three fly. No luck on that one. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Miller against Wagner. Here's Mirasan. It's stolen by Howard. George outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. Curry with a steal. Wagner against Miller. Inside. It's stolen by Howard. To the middle. Here's O'Neal.
Oh, hey, how about big that? Time right there. Big time.
Woo. And he jams it home with authority.
O'Neal is a big man with a big personality, and that time a little showmanship on the slam.
Here's Mirasan. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He has 6.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Miller, a screen on Curry. Wall, the pass to Miller. Offensive board. Another shot. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In the 3rd spot, the Knicks.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Love is checked in for Howard, and it's Ball in for Miller. Charlotte also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Wiggins in for Wagner. Pass to Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
George outside. Down low. Here's O'Neal. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Take a look at how Shaq owns the paint. Nobody's getting in his way inside.
Harden against Wall. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. Hits a 3-pointer. Curry's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And New York has possession. Wall with a screen on Curry. The 3 from Ball. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Curry passes to Mirson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And one unfortunate distinction for the Hornets. Clark, the only NBA team to never win their division.
And to add to that, the second lowest number of playoff appearances after the Pelicans. And, you know, BA, with no immediate postseason prospects, Charlotte fans have to understand this is going to be a process that takes some time.
And he can't get the first one. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, BA, building their draft assets. They cashed them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant, Clark.
Yeah, that's exactly right, BA. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021, then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024, and that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing, dominating on the inside.
Ball against Harden. Ball, the pass to Love. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists tonight.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Curry. Coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. Ball passes to O'Neal. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
So both teams making some changes here. We've got 1:28 left in the first. A deep 3 from Ball. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Wembanyama pass to Bol. Bol, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Jennings. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bol. Love grabs the miss. For New York, they've gone 7 of 16 so far. Here's Jennings, pounded by Ball. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Cunningham looking around. And he buries his first look.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tries the 9-footer. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And now a 4-point Charlotte lead.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Cunningham against Edwards. And stolen by Bol. Fires from 14. And there's Cunningham on the assist from Bol. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. They've got Wagner, Josh Giddey out there with Cunningham. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Bol in at the 5.
When Yao gets the ball anywhere close to the rack, he's got one thing on his mind. Throw that thing down.
Wagner on the wing. Cunningham finds Giddey. Wagner with a screen on Edwards. And here's Wagner. Back to Giddey. And Wagner gets it to go. Wagner's got his first basket.
Textbook play inside. Wagner doing everything right in that case.
Wagner with a steal. Giddey with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And yep, it's good. And the Hornets lead by 8.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. B.A., back to you.
Physical. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards packs it home.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
Wagner outside. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Lays it up and banks it in. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And some changes here for New York. Howard's checked in for Love, and it's Thompson in for Anthony Edwards. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Charlotte. Martin comes in for Cade Cunningham. Now here's Howard. He's scoreless. Lets it fly. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out.
A lot of different ways to knock down shots, and Ball's form is certainly unorthodox, but it works for him, and he's got a really quick release that allows him to get it off.
Here's Wagner. Pass to Embiid. Martin outside. 4 on the clock. Embiid's got space. Yeah, with a rebound.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Kevin Love checked in for New York. Paul George comes in for Thompson. James Harden, he's checked in for Charlotte. Now Ball. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Puts up a deep 3. That one is off.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Embiid, a screen on Ball. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by New York.
I think he'd love to have that one back. Got the ball right where he wanted to and couldn't convert.
Pass to Miller. For 3, George. That one doesn't go. He's just 2 for 5. Charlotte leading by 5. It's Giddey on the wing. Pounded by Ball. Here's Wagner. Outside Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over George. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Fires for 3, and the three-pointer goes. George has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Screen by Embiid. Inside. Oh, Embiid packs it down.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but
Those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Hornets on D. They've led by as much as 10. Throws it up high. Embiid with a steal. On the wing, Harden. Back to Curry. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility, salary-wise, in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. Pass to Harden. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Charlotte making a change here. Hayward's checked in. Now here's Wall. There's the three. That shot off. Charlotte leading by 8. Wiggins passes to Harden. Hayward with a screen on George. Pass to Embiid. Embiid just brushing off the contact inside.
Embiid, such a dominant force inside. That's exactly where his coaches and teammates want him operating.
Now George. They need this. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Wiggins passes to Harden. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Harden. And now it's a 12-point Charlotte lead.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Thompson outside. No good with the triple.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And so Thompson will bring it up for the Knicks. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Here's Harden after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. George outside. Let's go with a 3. No good. He's missed 5 of his 8 attempts.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Wiggins with a screen on Wall. Outside Curry. And he lobs it up. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Vintage Howard right there, reminding us why he used to compete in the dunk contest.
Charlotte leading by 9. Hayward with a screen on George. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And the jam by George.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Clark, last season, Josh Hart played nearly 38 minutes per game, more than anyone else in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't take possessions off. He's an old-school throwback kind of guy. Just a do-it-all player. Doesn't really have a specific position, but you know the effort and the production is going to be there pretty much every night.
O'Neal, he's checked in for New York. Brandon Miller comes in for Thompson, and so it's New York with it. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's Wall. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Looking more confident offensively. I think he's starting to find a groove.
Hornets leading by 10. Outside Harden. Puts up a deep 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Miller, the pass to Wall. Now George launches a 3. Here's O'Neal. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
O'Neal throwing himself around and coming away with the bucket. He is an absolute wrecking ball and a gigantic one on the glass.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Embiid, a screen on Wall. The 3 from Curry. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Charlotte up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. Taking a basket shot. You almost had it. Give it up for the participants.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Checking out New York. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Charlotte Hornets.
Some teams just play slow and methodical. These guys have taken the F1 approach. Faster, faster.
Didn't know you were into race cars, big fella. You taking me to Monaco?
I got room on the plane, Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Dwight Howard out there with Miller. Then there's John Wall. Then there's George. And it's O'Neal in at center. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
And Harden right there demonstrating why he's a top-tier scorer. Gets these long shots off quickly.
O'Neal, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Knicks trail by 12. George outside. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here.
Talk about being unstoppable. Shaquille O'Neal on that play, just too big, too explosive.
Charlotte has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Screen by Embiid. Right side Curry. From downtown, it's good. Off the assist from Harden. Curry's got 12.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here. He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And really, the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent. 12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. He's got 5.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Curry against Wall. 3-pointer, Harden. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Pass to George. 4-3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Mirasan. And here's Embiid. Wall covering. And here's Curry for 3. Curry splashing one down from 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And it's blocked by Embiid.
Meet him at the rim, Joel. Just a fantastic block there from Embiid.
Outside Curry. Pass to Embiid. The kick out. Curry. And the Hornets, another 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Brian?
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Really good instincts from Wall on that particular play call, getting himself some breathing room to create space for his shot.
Pass to Curry from behind the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists in the game.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Here's Harden. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Harden's a guy who really had an old man's game back when he was a young man. It worked then, and it certainly is working now.
During his career, we've seen LaMelo Ball score from just about everywhere, Clark.
Yeah, you know, he's really a talented player. I mean, he can make it hard on any defense. He's always in motion, and he knows what to do when he catches the basketball. He's unpredictable in how he goes about it. He's a hard cover for sure.
Harden, the pass to Curry. Gets the 3 to fall. Curry's got 15 points here in the second half.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
George outside. Pass to Wall from deep 3-point range. The shot no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Curry passes to Harden. Screen by Embiid. And here's Curry for 3. And Charlotte another 3.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
George passes to Wall. Howard with a screen on Curry. Wall for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Curry. 27 points for him. Embiid a screen on George. The 3 from Curry. And it's New York with a rebound. O'Neal's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Outside Curry. Takes the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. O'Neal's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Wall. The shot misses. Curry with some nice D. Outside Harden. Pass to Mirasan. Now Harden. George defending. Harden the pass to Mirasan. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Mirasan's got 9.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Wall, the pass to O'Neal. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Shaquille O'Neal is a guy who spends a lot of time at the foul line.
New York making a switch here. Love's checked in. And the Hornets making a change here as well. And Wembanyama's checked in. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
And the Knicks miss again.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's George. He's got 11. Pass to Love. To the inside. O'Neal. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, here's a center who can put up 40, 50, 60. I mean, there's really no limit to what Shaq can do scoring the basketball.
There's a screen. Down low. Picked it out of midair. Outside for Love. George outside. Love against Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. O'Neal passes to Love over Wembanyama, and it's Love missing. And so Wagner will bring it up for the Hornets. Here's Harden. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
New York has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the 3rd quarter. Wall against Curry. Kicks it to George. Pass to Miller. From deep. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Wagner finds Curry. Wembanyama, screen on Wall. Here's Mirza, covered by Love. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Inside, here's Mirza, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 6th assist of the night. George outside. New York no good that time either. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Hornets. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so in the game for the Hornets, it's Miller and Bridges as the 4 and the 5. Kate Cunningham out there with James Harden. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. Well, the Hornets shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. Here's Embiid. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Cunningham against Ball. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Charlotte.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
The free throw no good for Wembanyama. Will grant a wrist injury, hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller. And he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
Embiid, a screen on Edwards. Harden finds Embiid. Yeah, with a rebound.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
George passes to Ball for 3. And he can't get that one.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
To the inside. And Embiid throws it down.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
George against Wiggins. Back to Ball. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that. Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, Andrew Wiggins, the former first overall pick, showing off his passing skills there.
Edwards looking for an opening. Pass to Ball. Puts up a 3. That doesn't go either for Ball.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
Back to Wembanyama. Here's Giddey. Embiid, high post. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Wembanyama's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passing. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to Embiid. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Clark, what's something that sets Miles Bridges apart from his fellow NBA players?
How about we start with toughness? I mean, he's a physical presence out there. He loves a challenge, highly competitive. I like his physicality on the wing. I mean, he invites contact, and he's not shying away from anybody.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
And Embiid drops them both.
Here in the second half, their free throw shooting percentage has definitely improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
Miller outside. Screen by O'Neal. Lets it go from deep. Hornets with the rebound. Martin with the ball. Wiggins. Great D that time from Miller. Wiggins against Wall. O'Neal on the wing. Thompson outside. The 3 is up. Bol grabs the board. The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to Martin. To the middle. From 6 feet away. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Third personal foul.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
Mind the lanes.
And I've also
Mind the
noticed how
lanes.
opportunistic
One
they've
shot.
been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
So many great young players coming into this league, Clark. It puts pressure on those aging vets.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer Kevin McHale described it like this. He said, I see everything that I could do. I just can't do anything about it. That's a tough feeling. And I didn't have to actually experience that because I got injured early in my career and had to back it up that way. Boy, nobody wants to get in his way when he's this deep. Watch out.
From deep, Hayward knocks down the long J.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Howard's checked in for New York. Paul George comes in for Amin Thompson. Wiggins down low. Guarded by Miller. Wiggins passes to Cunningham. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Lets it fly. Wiggins, no good. And it's Wall with the ball for the Knicks. They host the Pistons after this one, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Nice shot by George.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc. Trying to score in chunks. I don't know if that's the recipe.
Hayward finds Martin. Cunningham outside. There's the drive. Got a hand on it.
Nice timing on that rejection from Shaq, demonstrating why you got to take him seriously as a defensive player when he's lurking near the bucket inside.
Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
That free throw good from Cunningham.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
The Hornets making a switch here. Both free throws good from Cunningham.
Well, they're doing really good work at the free throw line this half. I think that bodes well for their chances to close this game out.
Here's George. And it's New York scoring again.
Nice touch from the veteran wingman. George just understands when he should look to score.
Martin outside. Cunningham, a screen on George. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen away. Howard finds Miller. Back to Howard. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
This is what the team counts on O'Neal for. Grabbing the rebound and throwing it down.
Wiggins outside. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Wiggins.
You know, it's interesting. Some people say Wiggins should play meaner, but to me the most important thing is that he improves his overall game every year.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
A decent free throw shooter is Wiggins, trying to become more than that, though, given how often he gets himself to the line.
Miller outside. Screen by O'Neal. Fires it. Another one falls for New York.
Shaq doing a nice job setting that screen.
The Hornets have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Martin outside. Pass to Bowl. Back to Martin. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Bowl. Martin, the pass to Bowl. Shot left block. It's blocked. Now George. Oh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
How about George going to the floater? Showing he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Way to go, PG.
Outside Wembanyama. 1:51 left in the fourth. Wiggins passes to Bowl. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
Here's Wall. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Another steal. Fast break, New York.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Hornets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Stephen Curry.
Absolutely tremendous offensively. Relentless, accurate, on point. What a night.
Ball for 3. Here's O'Neal. And that one is stuffed right through.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Wiggins against Miller. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Fires hitting the triple.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Here's Jennings. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed.
Kansas City, it's time to meet.
So here we go. It's game one of the regular season for both teams, and Doris, each one wants to start their year on the right foot.
Yeah, both of these teams have been waiting all summer for this game. Tip off to a new season. I can't wait, Kevin.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. All out there with Paul George. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Howard in at the power forward. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Harden right side. A three ball. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, this is just great competitive spirit by James Harden. You make a three, he's coming right back.
All with the bounce pass. George with no one around. And a miss there on the triple. Wagner finds Harden. Outside Curry. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Boy, how fast Stephen Curry's release on the catch. Wow.
Outside Wall. On the wing, Miller. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Harden. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 5.
James Harden has made a living out of tough shot making. And I'll tell you, the defense pretty good right there. James Harden just better.
Pass to Wall. Looking to end the run. Good on the triple.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Curry. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Embiid sets the pick for Curry. Harden outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. Curry can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here's George for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
You've got to be in Paul George's shooting space in order to make him uncomfortable. You give him anything easy, look out.
And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
Now here's Harden. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Buries the long-range jumper. New York trailing. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. No one covering. 9 points in the game so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Outside Curry. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Curry's got his second basket.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Kevin Love.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. And again, it's Charlotte with a 3.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
Here's George. No one near Wall as he lets it go. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Embiid with the screen on Wall. Curry from deep three-point land. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Shaq with the screen. Wall passes to O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. Shoots the 3. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Wall. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Outside Curry. Launches a 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Howard setting the pick for George. Sinks the triple. George has got 6.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game. Here's Murasov.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Outside, Wall. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got 6 assists here tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Benyama, he's checked in for the Hornets. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Wagner. Then for the Knicks, Kevin Love comes in for Dwight Howard. And Ball subbed in for Miller. Now here's Wiggins. Wembanyama, a screen on Wall. Drills it from outside. 11 points in the game.
The three-point shooting of James Harden has always been pure.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves. And the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Ball with it. Outside, Wall. Off target from outside. Curry passes to Harden. Pass to Wiggins. Jacks up a three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it. Oh! Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
The deep three from Harden. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Outside, Wall. Off target with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Wembanyama passes to Harden, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the board.
Here's Wembanyama. No scoring in this one. Bowles setting the pick for Harden. No good on the three. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 1. Yao with a screen on Wagner. That puts them in the lead. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now, here is Harden. 11 points in the game. The tray. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Shooting 5 for 8.
Defensively, they just look out of sync. Not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's George, and again it's New York.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Wagner outside. Back to Cunningham. George against Harden. Bowles setting the pick for Harden. The three-pointer no good. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Ball with the three. The shot will not fall.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Wagner finds Cunningham. It's good from long range. And the Hornets lead by 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. George against Harden. Out to Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And here's Love for 3. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Hornets. Here's the number you need to know. He buried 5 three-pointers that quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Victor Wembanyama. Zach LaVine is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Bull. And it's Wagner in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back to you.
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now here's Edwards. He has yet to score. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Yao. And the state of North Carolina is a powerhouse, Doris. You know that in college hoops. Can that translate, do you think, to the Hornets?
Kevin, what we know, what the research tells us, is that college basketball fans are just that, and NBA fans are just that. Those two fan bases don't generally cross over. The Hornets need to focus on winning, however. Because in America, everybody loves a winner.
And the Hornets making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Howard's checked in. Outside Edwards. New York moving it around. Howard, the pass to Yao. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Ball with a wide open look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
A situation made for LaMelo Ball. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Outside Jennings. Back to Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Wembanyama's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Ball kicks to Miller. Pass to Yao. Good on the bucket. Yao's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Man, you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
Now here's Jennings. Oh, good with the triple. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch on these alley-oops, given his strength.
Wagner looking it over. Jennings for 3. The Knicks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Pass to Howard. Miller with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Miller's got his second bucket tonight.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Charlotte making a switch here. Harden's checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Kevin Love's checked in for Yao. Paul George comes in for Edwards. And it's Rose in for Ball. Here's Wembanyama. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Levine.
Levine's form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
George against Levine. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Wembanyama, a screen on George. Harden outside. There's Embiid. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
He just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
George. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks. And so Harden will bring it up for the Hornets. Pass to Embiid. Love against Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. And he comes up with the deuce. Wembanyama has got 5 points so far.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Love with the screen for Rose. And the Knicks good for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, Wembanyama. Coming off 31 points last game. And on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from James Harden. For his age, Brandon Miller has an extremely polished offensive game.
He does, Kevin. You can count on him to carry an offense if need be for a 6-8 minute stretch. He's got size, he's got skill, and he's a willing participant offensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Bol, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Wiggins comes in for Wagner. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Zach LaVine. The Knicks also changing it up. Now checked in for Love. Amen Thompson comes in for Miller. And John Wall subbed in for Rose.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Here's Harden. Oh, look at Harden climbing.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
Outside, George. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Hornets have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game. Elliott's checked in for the Hornets.
Number 35, Sean Elliott.
Now here's Curry. He's got 15. Embiid with the screen on Wall. Curry, that's good.
Boy, it's hard to add up how much damage Curry has done with his shot in his career. This jump shot has been one of the greatest weapons we've ever seen.
Now here's Wall. 20 points for him. Pass to Yao. Shoots over Embiid. Yao can't hit. The Hornets with the lead. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
O'Neal's checked in for Yao. The Knicks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on. Last season, their worst record in over a decade. They're hoping these new additions can help.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
And here's Wall. Pass to Shaq. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks team, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
And Miller, he's checked in for New York.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
From deep, Wall. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
A shot by Curry, no good. New York's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Here's O'Neal. Shaq going to work inside.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Curry against Wall. Inside. There's Embiid. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Dwight Howard. Doris, when you look at the numbers of Miles Bridges, he is a bona fide 20-point-per-game player.
And Kevin, that's a big statement. It is not easy to score 20 at this level on a nightly basis. To extend that over several years is the sign of good things to come.
On the wing, George. Yep, it counts. And that's 15 points for George.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Wall against Curry. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. O'Neal with the steal. Bobbed up there for Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with the thank you alley. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here. And we'll be right back with you after this break.
Welcome. It'll be the Hawks against the 76ers out in Philadelphia. 7 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
This is a game.
So now, looking at Charlotte, they got themselves in a close battle.
I like how they've been eating the glass.
And that's all for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So with Love on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Howard is out there with Brandon Miller. Then it's Wall, then it's Paul George, and it's O'Neal in at the center. Wall passes to Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Dwight Howard has made a living off of dunks. My goodness.
Hornets trail by 3. Embiid sets the pick for Curry. Oh, what a stroke from Curry.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Outside, George. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Embiid with the screen on George. Outside Curry. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Outside, George. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Embiid with the screen on Wall. Curry passes to Embiid. That one goes. Count it. Embiid's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Harden against George. Out to the right wing. The shot. Wall's shot is off.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Curry looking it over. And talking to Con Kniffel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years. Loading up for a title run, and they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit, will they?
And again, the Hornets missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lobbed up there. Oh, Shaq climbs the ladder.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up for him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Guys?
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
Boy, nice job by Paul George to make himself available. Gets to his spot and gets it off quickly.
They set the pick from deep Harden. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Knicks on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And George gets the shot. The shot's good on the assist by George. O'Neal's got the lead up to 8 now for New York.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Everyone get loud and give it up for your house hip-hop crew.
Passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Knicks.
And their guards have been the ones to really set the tone here tonight with their ability to create shots. You talk about the big fellas. They love to play with guards who try to keep them involved offensively.
Wagner outside. Harden inside the three-point line. And that time, also a missed shot.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Curry with the bounce pass. Embiid sets the pick for Harden. And the Hornets miss again.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Ball passes to George. On the wing, Miller. He's defended by Wagner. 6 to shoot. Outside, Wall. The shot's good on the assist. By George. And now it's an 11-point New York lead.
Boy, if John Wall's knocking down that three-point shot, how much scarier does that drive ability become?
Embiid with the screen on Wall. Harden outside from downtown. Easy money, James Harden.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Howard setting the pick for Wall. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
We have gotten used to this kind of dominance from Shaq. He just knows how to take over games.
Embiid with the screen on Wall. Curry passes to Muresan. 2 points. That one goes. Muresan's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Outside, George fires for three, and another three for New York.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Pass to Curry. Right wing, and stolen by Howard. 4-on-3 break. Miller with the ball. Defended now by Wagner. It's good. Wall's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks.
My favorite part of John Wall, this guy loves to play, and he will initiate contact inside. Nice.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Embiid. And New York with a change here, too. Love's checked in. Harden outside. Wagner on the wing. Wembanyama outside. And the three off target. New York leading by 13. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Love outside. From deep, Wall. Muresan the rebound. Muresan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside for Wembanyama. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 13-point game. Harden kicks to Curry. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Bangs home the trifecta. Wall's got 31.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Outside Curry. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by New York. Shaq's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by George. And that's now 33 points for Wall. A minute 20 left in the third. Wembanyama, a screen on George. Curry against Wall. A shot by Curry, no good. New York leading by 18. Here's George. The teardrop falls in. George has got 31 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Wembanyama, a screen on George. No one near Curry as he lets it go. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist in the game. Wall passes to George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Charlotte shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Wagner finds Harden. Wembanyama outside. Wagner passes to Wembanyama. Here's Muresan. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
With 1 on the clock, no good there. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Knicks out front as they wrap up the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Bridges at center with Miller next to him. Cunningham is out there with Harden, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Hey, yo, right here.
Embiid dishes to Wiggins. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. Goes up to the stripe. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Outside for George. And it's off from 3-point range. Wiggins in the post. Defended by George. And it's Wiggins missing to the paint. Embiid with the steal. Edwards against Harden to the inside. Wembanyama. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
George from deep 3-point land. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Harden can't hit. The Knicks leading by 19 points. And it's Ball in the corner. Here's Yao. 6 on the shot clock. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Harden outside. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, trying to reply to the 3 on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
Ball fires from way outside. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for Charlotte. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Cunningham passes to Harden. Puts up a 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Harden's got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards. Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
New York leading by 19 points. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Last 2 minutes, I'm a drop 10. down, I'm alone, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot, shot threes in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. All we down, I'm alone, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot, shot threes in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see, me never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a big squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down?
And new group in for the Knicks. O'Neal's checked in for Yao. Miller comes in for George. Thompson, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's John Wall in for Ball. Wall finds Miller. Howard setting the pick for Wall. Down low, O'Neal, and Shaq with the slam.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Levine looking around. Misses the three.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Good chance here for Wall, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Pass to Wagner. Three-pointer. Cranes the three-pointer. Wagner's got his first 3 points of the game.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
All with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Levine against Wall. Outside for Curry. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
And the Hornets trying to build a foundation doors. As we know, there are no quick fixes.
And I know that's tough for fans to hear. They've already endured so much losing with this organization. But the bottom line is, Kev, you know this, talent wins in this league. And it's not just some talent. You need a lot of it.
That free throw, no good. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is on paper the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
Curry can't get it to go. New York leading by 19. George looking around. To the left side wing. From deep. Wall. Hornets with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
George passes to Wall. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Embiid with the screen on Wall. Pass to Harden. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
New York leading by 20. Outside, George. And Wall kicks to George. Pass to Howard. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Just 5 to shoot. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
The first guy you have to box out, Dwight. Can't allow Howard to be free on the glass.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, John Wall.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Hornets have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Embiid sets the pick for Curry. Charlotte no good that time either.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Howard with the stuff.
Well, good night for the defense. Dwight Howard finishes with authority.
George against Harden. That's to Curry. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
To the wing right side. Howard dishes the Wall. 5 on the clock. Screen by O'Neal. There's Miller with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Wagner passes to Curry. Trying to get something going. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Wall.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Outside, Wall launches it, and again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Curry outside. That shot misses. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Howard setting the pick for Wall. Outside, George. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. George has got 37.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Outside, Curry. Drops in the tray. Curry's got 38 points.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game, John Wall.
is fresh. What are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, BA, they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. It's Miller and Bridges as the 4 and the 5. Stephen Curry is out there with James Harden. And it's Wagner in at the small forward position. Howard, the pass to O'Neal. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
This is how dominant Shaq is inside, just powering it down whenever he sees the opportunity. I mean, he's all about brute force and finishing.
Now here's Wembanyama. Pass to Harden. The 3. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Shot is good by Curry.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Screen by O'Neal. Left side wall. Lets it go. Money from the wing.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have really set the tone for the rest of this team.
Curry against Wall. Back to Curry. Shoots over Wall. Curry, no good. For New York, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Wagner on the wing. The 3 is up. And Charlotte, another 3.
And if Wagner can become a consistent threat from deep, watch out now, because then he'll be borderline unstoppable.
Howard with a screen on Harden. Right side wall. The 3 ball. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
It's hard to find a more impactful player in a complementary role than OG Anunoby.
Yeah, you're speaking facts right there. He's a switchable defender. Offensively, he's at his best spotting up, and he can attack in transition effectively. I mean, I think he's the kind of player that not only does every team want, he's the kind of guy that every team needs.
New York, no good that time either.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Harden can't hit. Knicks trail by 3. George left side. O'Neal. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Curry passes to Wembanyama. Back to Curry. Pass to Harden. Wall against Curry. Now here's Harden. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And so George will bring it up for New York. Trailing by 4. It's tipped. It's stolen by Wembanyama. The 3 from Curry. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. The Hornets 4th.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
Howard's shot's good.
Feed that big fella down low. That's where Howard does all of his damage.
And here's Harden. His last outing, he had 24 points. Shoots over George. Again, Charlotte.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
George against Harden. George passes to Howard. Here's Miller. This one for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Part of why Brandon Miller went 2nd overall in 2023. He's a quality three-point shooter.
Harden, the pass to Curry. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. outside. And there's the lob. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Now here's Harden. He's got 5. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. Howard grabs the miss. Knicks trail by 4. Howard with a screen on Curry. Here's Wall, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
Here's Harden. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Cans it from the wing. Curry's got 11 points.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Howard with a screen on Harden. Outside Wall. From the arc. The rebound by Embiid.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Wembanyama. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Curry gets the bucket.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
For the Knicks, Kevin Love comes in for Howard. And Rose is subbed in for Miller. And Charlotte making a change here. Love a screen on Harden. To the wing, right side. Ball for 3. Murison pulls it in. Charlotte leading by 7. Now Harden, 5 points in the game. And here's Curry for 3. Curry against Wall. Rose outside. Here's the 3. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
You know what? You can see the confidence Rose has in being able to just catch and shoot it and get it up quickly.
Harden, the pass to Embiid, launches it. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's O'Neal. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Wiggins passes to Curry. Outside Harden. Pass to Embiid. Wiggins from long range. The shot no good. Knicks trail by 7. Rose up top, defended by Harden. Rose, the pass to Wall. Over Curry. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. O'Neal's got 6.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
And Harden's got the ball here for the Hornets. Curry's shot is off. New York has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Screen by O'Neal. Puts it up from the high post. Rose can't connect.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Murison. 3-pointer, no good. Well, the Knicks shooting 53%, setting the tone right from the opening tip. Love a screen on Curry. Outside Wall. Fires the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. .102 left in the first quarter. Elliott passes to Jennings. Here's Elliott. Jacks up a 3. Anthony Edwards with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
There's Jennings. Pass to Levine. There's the triple. Miller pulls it in. New York trailing. From deep, Rose. Murison pulls it in. Elliott passes to Jennings. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Hornets lead by 3.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Charlotte?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the floor for Charlotte, they've got Wagner, and it's Murison in at the center position. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Now here's Wagner. Here's Levine for 3. Charlotte again missing.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And this is how you run the pick and roll. Rose, a master at this stage of his career.
Wagner looking it over. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New York.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
The kick out to Edwards. Edwards connects from outside.
Well, Ant will pull up from anywhere beyond the arc. Of course, more than comfortable letting it fly from the corner.
Pass to Jennings. Wagner for 3. That shot, no good. Knicks leading by 4. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. And that's 10 points for Anthony Edwards.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Checked in for New York. Ben Thompson comes in for Anthony Edwards. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Wembanyama's checked in. And here are the Hornets now. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Will it go? Levine can't hit.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Thompson. Good work there as it goes. And now it's a 9-point New York lead.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint.
Charlotte, no good that time either.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now here's Rose to the paint. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You got to make a quick decision after you set the screen, and Dwight Howard knows exactly when to roll after the screen.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Right side, Wembanyama. Oh, too much length from Wimby.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Miller, the pass to Yao, to the left wing. Miller against Wagner. Back to Howard. Pass to Miller. 5 on the clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. All right, here's what the Knicks have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
In that game against the Cavaliers, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
And Charlotte making a change here. Harden's checked in. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Pass to Love. Beyond the arc. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Elliott, and the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Chums, thanks for the report. Here's Harden. After New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. That one drops for him. Wiggins has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Nice fluid motion off the catch there. I mean, Wiggins becoming a dangerous jump shooter.
Love, a screen on Curry. Pass to George. 3-pointer. They get the rebound. Outside for Love. Outside Wall. And here's George. Fires for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Now here's Harden. Wiggins outside. Puts up a 3. Wiggins for the triple.
Boy, the progression of Wiggins' game out beyond the arc. He now is not only shooting that shot, he's expecting to make it.
George outside from behind the arc. He drops it from range. George has gotten his second bucket on the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it.
That's from 3. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. New York in 5th.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Thompson in the post. Wiggins on him. George passes to Thompson. Kicks it to George. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Wiggins.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on a track.
Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Cool, nice job in the paint from Curry.
Huge night for Curry in a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Wall, the pass to Yao. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
Now here's Wall. He's got 7. Thompson outside. Pass to Wall. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Howard. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Pass to Curry. Out left to the wing. Harden from outside. Knocks it down from distance. Harden's got 8 points.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
George, good.
The mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
Hornets trail by 4. 1:41 left in the first half. Hayward outside. Pass to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Wembanyama. The Knicks with the rebound. Howard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Wall. On the wing, Thompson. Pounded by Wiggins. Outside Wall. The 3. Drains the triple. And now a 7-point Knick lead.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Hart, the pass to Hayward. Let's go with a 3. Now with a rebound.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
41 seconds left in the first half. Hayward with a steal. On the wing, Harden. He shoots it. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
They are just owning the boards right now.
That's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Now here's Howard. He's got 6. Wembanyama, the pass to Curry. Back to Wembanyama. There's the triple. That one no good. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Knicks out in front, leading by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hey, folks and guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the New York Knicks.
When you play the right way.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the...
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Brandon Miller is out there with Dwight Howard. Then there's George. Then there's John Wall. And it's O'Neal in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. Looking at the young forward, Brandon Miller. Just how high is this kid's ceiling from?
Yeah, I think he's got all-star potential. I mean, he's a multifaceted scorer, a really solid rebounder at the wing position, and a good passer. Just a good all-around player who I think is only going to get better and better as time goes on.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Wagner. This one for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Brian, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you.
Capable of doing great damage from outside. For Harden, I think it's simply about shooting with confidence.
Outside Wall. George with it. 7 points in the game. Oh, there's the alley. Embiid with a steal. Curry with it. Checked by Wall. Got a piece of it.
Nice timing on that rejection from Shaq, demonstrating why you got to take him seriously as a defensive player when he's lurking near the bucket inside.
It's stolen by Curry. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line, 2 shots.
That free throw no good.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Howard with a screen on Curry. Ball finds Howard. Over Wembanyama. No good, off the front rim.
Ice cold coming out of the half. That's 0 for 3.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. And they take the lead. Harden's got 13 now.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for New York. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And their team free throw shooting stats placed them in the top half of the NBA. Those are solid numbers, but they struggle to nail down true consistency from the line.
And what saved them in a lot of games, the second chance points. They were relentless on the offensive glass. Ball no good.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
And rejected. And they'll keep possession. And the bucket is good. Knicks trail by 3. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. You're looking at the best in free throw shooting last year in the NBA. Fourth, Franz Wagner.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
For New York, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Wall, the pass to George. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
Now here's Harden. 13 points in the game. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Down low. Here's O'Neal. It's rebounded by Wagner. Here's Charlotte now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Harden from outside. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Wall. He's got 10. Screen by O'Neal. Fader on the way. O'Neal. They shoot again. It doesn't go for him. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Outside Curry. There's the 3. And Charlotte, another 3.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And here's Wall. George, right side. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ballgame right here.
That shot is good by O'Neal.
Well, the defense tries to slow Shaq down inside, but emphasis on tries because O'Neal just too strong.
Outside Harden. Launches it from deep. Miller pulls it in.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Embiid doing his thing inside. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
So it's the Hornets now, after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. George against Harden. Curry finds some space. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 8 assists here tonight.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
It's really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Kevin Love's checked in for New York. Hornets leading by 8. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And let's take a look now at how the shots have been divided up between 3s and 2s for the Hornets.
And the 3 ball has been a huge part of their game plan. A great way to spread out a defense.
Miller against Wagner. Pass to Embiid. Now Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Embiid from outside the arc. Oh, Embiid hits from outside.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
George for 3, and again New York with the triple.
He's taking what he can get here as a 3 in each half.
Now here's Curry. 26 points for him. On the wing, Curry. Screen by Embiid. Three-pointer. Curry splashing one down from 3.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
George outside. 1:52 left in the third. Love passes to George. Shoots over Harden. George, no good. Hornets leading by 11. Here's Curry. He has 29 now. Launches it. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's George. Second chance effort. And Embiid with the block.
Meet him at the rim, Joel. Just a fantastic block there from Embiid.
Here's Wall. Embiid with a nice defensive effort. Wagner finds Embiid. Wall against Curry. To the inside. It's stolen by Wall. Pass to George. Back to Wall. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Wall's got 15.
Some speedy shooting from Wall. He gets the pass and puts his shot right up to beat the D.
Curry against Wall. Embiid, a screen on Wall. And a deep 3 from Curry. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And so it's Charlotte with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Took them a while to find their rhythm, but they're rolling now and could win this going away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Charlotte, they've got Victor Wembanyama. He's out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Jennings in at the point. And the basket is good. Mirasan's got his first points of the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now, here's Howard. And there's the screen. To the middle. Here's Yao. Boom! He jams it straight down.
You know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Outside Harden. Pass to Jennings. Wiggins for three. No good there.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Takes the three. Hornets with the rebound. Now Harden, guarded by Edwards. Wembanyama, screen on Edwards. Three-pointer off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Inside, Yao. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Hornets leading by 7. Outside Harden. Wiggins for three. The Knicks pull it in. Howard's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. To the inside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
Here's Mirasan. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. 8-point game. They host the Pistons after this one. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Here's Rice. Thompson finds Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Mirasan pulls it in. Mirasan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Elliott. Wiggins outside. But nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Mirasan. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Hornets lead by 10.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Now, here's Howard. From deep, Rose. Counted from distance.
It was once a weakness, his outside shot, but for Rose now, he's lethal from outside. He's worked really hard to become so.
Pass to Harden. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Howard, the screen. And he's going for the lob. And it's Howard finishing it off. And he's now got the double-double.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Both teams will make substitutions. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Levine for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. Levine can do a lot of damage from deep.
Now here's Edwards. Ball for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's hit a pair of 3s each half, making a significant impact.
Levine passes to Wembanyama. And the 3 off target.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller. And now just a 3-point Hornet lead.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
The 3 from Curry on target from range. Curry's got 16 points here in the second half.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Outside wall. Outside Edwards. Screen by O'Neal. Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Wembanyama with a bucket.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Pass to Howard. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And the Knicks making a change here. George is checked in. And a change for the Hornets. Harden's checked in.
Hey, because he's such a commanding force, sometimes sending Shaq to the line is your best option.
Outside Curry. Screen by Embiid. Curry passes to Harden. From the arc. Howard grabs the miss. Knicks trail by 5. And there's the lob. Stolen by Harden. Wagner for 3. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Wall. George outside. Back to Wall. With the fadeaway. Here's Miller. No good from outside. Charlotte leading by 8. Curry outside. Now Wagner. Harden outside. For 3. Can't get it to go.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking. And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Outside Wembanyama. Curry fires! And yes, sir! Hits the wide open J.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Harden against George. From about 19. Yes, sir! Hits the jumper.
And George typically capitalizes well off any pick and roll situation because he makes quick decisions and his basketball IQ is pretty high.
Now here's Curry. Now Wagner. Now Harden. Outside Wembanyama. Stephen Curry. The 3 is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
George. And he slams it down.
Yeah, this guy certainly knows how to take over a game. I wonder who made George mad tonight. They're paying for it now.
Curry against Wall. Curry looking it over. Stolen by Wall. Oh, touches it off the glass.
And, you know, he's been in these tight spots before. Howard loves being the one to make the right decision in the clutch.
Here's Wembanyama. Off on the layup. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. To take the lead. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Now Wagner takes a 3. Ooh, the shot is off. Here's George.
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Wall. Embiid, a screen on Wall. Goes again. Owning the glass. Embiid.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Harden against George. Howard with a screen on Harden. George! Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
They've got one last chance to win it. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbounds play. They don't have time for a second pass.
To win the game. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. And we present the player of the game, John Wall.